play with your camera?
Yes.
You ready for coffee walk?
Hell yeah.
All right, we got a good one. Kevin requested we do it super early this morning because he's busy, so let's get this done so we don't stop the flow of the shop. Boom. Let's see what we got going on.
Coffee's already ready.
Coffee's ready? Outstanding. Well, I'm going to have a coffee because I just got back from 2,650 mile run. Me, Alex, Kelsey, and St. John drove up and back to the middle of nowhere, Minnesota for some killer barn finds, so I'm a little tired. Woo, look at that beautiful slate blue Jeep. We're going to call that one the blank slate. It's a 1983 CJ-7. And the reason we call it the blank slate is it was oddly optioned when they ordered it. And we're going to show you some pictures of it in the paint booth because Tyler shot a little B-roll last week because I always like to show you that in the booth. Man, I miss my Blue Island coffee. That road coffee's rough. Here we go. So when this Jeep was ordered from the factory in 1983 by the family in California, either they wanted something very odd or the dealer didn't know how to check the boxes. Because when you buy a CJ-7, everything is an option. You got to check every box. You know, I got to have some coffee. So the color on this is 3C slate blue, which is a rare color. It was most commonly seen on a Limited, which is the highest option Jeep, which we haven't hit on yet, but we will soon. It's actually above a Laredo. So when they ordered this Jeep, they ordered it as a base Jeep. Now, mechanically, they went ahead and got the 4.2 liter 258, which is great. And this is something cool that if you see a CJ that's got a serpentine belt, that was California only. But if you'll look in here, they did not order power steering or power brakes. And a lot of times when you see a really short mile Jeep, because it didn't have power steering, it wasn't a whole lot of fun to drive. The next thing that was odd that they did was if you can look in here in the rear floor, yes, they put spray in liner, we didn't. There's plugs in the floor still here, which means this is a backseat delete Jeep. So it never had a back seat, it didn't have seat belts. And in the front of this Jeep when it came in, it had low back seats, very, very basic. Very odd option Jeep. Now, the reason these doors are on here was this is kind of an exciting thing is we're working with a company right now that finally reproducing the steel doors for a CJ-7. Can you believe it? So this is the first set. We're test fitting them. We're going to build them out. This will probably be for their marketing. Now, it was a non-tilt wheel. As you can see on the base Jeeps, it doesn't have the surround panel. So what I want to do is I want to make something incredibly cool. Here's another thing we've been working on for a long time, and you guys are going to love this. There has not been a good reproduction carpet set, period, bar none, ever for CJ-5 or CJ-7. They're always done in incorrect materials, cut wrong, not formed right, what have you. A lot of them are cut pile. Check it out. I want you to focus on that real close, Tyler. Finally, we've got the medium loop. It's tight. It's vacuum formed. Fits right in there. This color right here is the closest color match we could get to garnet red. So I'm going to take this base Jeep and do it the way I would have wanted it, the way I would have ordered it, which would be super cool. So not only do we have that, and we have these in stock again, you guys will love that, garnet red Americana floor mats. These were known as 720J was the part number. In the past, we sold over 10,000 of these sets. So we're going to be bringing these back to market, hopefully in the next 90 days. We've got a limited supply of these right now. We've got them in garnet red, we've got them in tan, we've got them in black. So I'm going to take this blue Jeep that only had black base model low back seats, put a full carpet kit in it, Americana floor mats, and we're going to go with garnet red interior. These garnet red seats are very rare, so as you see, I've got a really nice original OE pair here. I've got a beautiful rear seat that's going to go in it. And then I've got a really nice garnet red dash pad, original garnet red rear seat, nice original set of door panels. These are incredibly hard to find, garnet red door handle pulls, visors, console. And here's something this is an added touch that I want to do. Only the Limiteds and the Laredos had a leather wrap grab handle and a leather wrap steering wheel. Only the Limiteds had them color keyed, but never in red. But I wanted to match the interior. So we took a grab handle and leather wrapped it in garnet red. So I think it's really going to set it off. And I took a Laredo steering wheel, had it leather wrapped in red. And then the only horn button that I know of that was garnet red was in a Cherokee. So I found an NOS garnet red Cherokee horn button, which is very similar look to a Laredo. Now, for the top on this, I'm going to put a heritage blue top. The heritage tops are the tops that we had made out of the original Hearts material. So it's going to have a blue soft top, red interior. So what color stripe kit are we going to put on this? Well, of course, it's going to be triple red. I think it's really going to set this Jeep off. Now, this Jeep also, since it was a base Jeep, did not have rocker moldings from the factory. So we have already pre-drilled the holes to put the rocker moldings on. Put those on, lay the stripe kit on, put the flares on, and these wheels are incorrect. It's just had a base model set of steel wheels on it at the factory. So we have already restored a set of correct white wagon wheels. They're a little dusty, but we have restored them. They're beautiful. So this Jeep we will build starting on Monday. Today's Friday, so next week I'll show it to you. I think it's going to be stunning. So we're going to be using red, white, and blue. So I guess maybe we'll just call it the Americana. It's going to be killer. Next, thank you guys for watching the Montana truck find. It has gone nuts. We've reached over 2 million people on that video, and the trip was worth it. Let's check out the K5 Blazer. So if you remember, this truck only has 14,000 actual miles, and it had been in that barn for 30 years. So we've cleaned up the engine bay. This has some period correct hot rod stuff on it. It's got a Y-end intake, Y-end valve covers, Holley carburetor, big air cleaner. I elected to keep this stuff on here because he actually put it on here in 1974. These guys knew what they were doing. You know, they had their own race team, and really cool quality work that they did. I'll tell you what else is amazing. The AC still works, but look how clean the engine bay is. I want you to look at the firewall. Look at this chalk mark over here. Look at the chalk mark on the reservoir. Just unbelievable. Now, if you look at the paint and body on this truck, we have not buffed it. We only hand washed it twice. That's it. The interior turned out just absolutely amazing. I mean, it's just beautiful. I'll let Tyler get in here. I want you guys to see the gauges and all that stuff. I'll show you a couple of neat things on the one with the full removable top. Back in the day, one of the first cars I saw do this was in 1970, the E-body Mopars, which would have been a Cuda or Challenger convertible. They had problems with the bodies flexing and the doors popping open. Well, you're going to get a lot of body flex in a four-wheel drive like this with the top off, also because you don't have a door surround. So what did they do? This is your main striker plate that it latches on. They added an extra striker to keep the door from popping open. So really cool. Now it's cold right now. I haven't started. It's been sitting here. You guys told me they got it running. It runs great. I'm dying to hear it, and I haven't heard it yet. Cool is that? Next to seeing stuff in the paint booth, firing up for the first time in 30 years is so awesome. It's a lot quieter than I thought it was going to be. It's got headers and side pipes. Again, we elected to leave those on. If somebody wanted to bring this back to like the best OE stock Blazer in the world, it wouldn't be that hard. I wanted you guys to do a walk around. Just look how nice all the badges are. Absolutely incredible. This whole truck is beautiful. The gas cap's not even nicked. You know, people take these off, drop them, whatever. Cheyenne badge is beautiful. Again, you got to see the interior of this. And also remember, one of the other special options on this truck, which the sheet does say special order, this thing's a 4-speed. It just doesn't get any cooler than this for a K5 Blazer, and obviously 4-wheel drive. Look at the console, it's just absolutely mint. As I showed you when I found it, it had all the proper paperwork. There's your build decal right here. But it just runs great. I would take you guys for a test drive, which I'd love to, but Coffee Walk, that's probably all the attention span that I'm gonna have for the day. I don't want Coffee Walk to be too long. I really want you guys to watch it. Again, thanks a ton for watching the Montana Truck Find. And keep posted on our Minneapolis barn finds, because we actually had one in there that had been in the barn for 66 years. Y'all have a great day. Go fast. Have fun. Please like, tag, share, and follow. See you later.